alive, getting out there. I talk about motivation, meditation, and inspiration. Today, I want to do a little bit of breath work with you guys. I want to start utilizing what we got inside. It's about just about 100. In the sun, about 80 something out here. And so we start talking about mentality. We start talking about the ability to manifest. And a lot of times, what we're focused into, we allow it to be greater than we are inside. And when I ask this question that I ask every day, is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. I'm constantly reminded that we are that process. Okay, we are part of that journey. We are part of that path. That what you actually are going through and the challenges that you face off against and the things that you're doing on a daily may actually come from within who you are. And so here I am outside, on a farm, in a place, in a mentality, asking these specific questions, what is it that makes you you? What is it that brings you to that place? What is it that gives you that ability to be who you are inside? And, enjoying the wind, enjoying the process of that ability is a part of the music. It's a part of that being. It's to really be out there, to truly be in your mind, a reflection outwards of what's going on inside. And I asked that question today before I sat down: is what's going on inside, is it greater than the challenges that go on around us? What makes you unique? What makes a human who they are inside? And so as I'm sitting here, as I'm asking those questions, as I'm really out there, I look at unique as individual, as a single person. Who am I? What do I know about myself? And how can I use that part inside to overcome the challenges that we face off against on a daily basis? And so I want to pose that question to you guys. How can you utilize motivation in your life? How can you utilize a place of focus? How can you utilize an ability inside of who you are? Today I want to do a little bit of meditation, okay, a little bit of talking and a little bit of teaching. So a lot of times my speeches are about mentality. So today's is about getting inwards. It's about finding the way to get into who you truly are and to find the ways to find oneself within their own mentality. And, as I'm sitting here in full lotus, right, I'm warming up slowly for the process of breath work. And so I would like to start to teach you some of the processes that I utilize called meditation. Now, breath work itself is very simple. You breathe in, you have a center breath, you breathe out. Now, when you're utilizing breath work, That's where this skill starts to come from. How are you utilizing your breath? We can look from multiple angles at this place when we look at focus, when we're looking at how we want to become that motivation within the universe. So, what is it that you want to achieve? What is your dreams? What are your goals? How are you utilizing that human being? And so here we are again today. Here we are in a place asking those types of questions. Where is your mentality? And so when sitting down inside of meditation, it's a connecting of the focus with the knowledge. So where are you in that place? Where are you within yourselves? And I want to welcome you to join in for a little bit of meditation. Remember that meditation is a place of the classroom. It is a place of learning. It is a place of growth. It's in a place of extracting knowledge. Now, knowledge is already within you. It already exists there. The focus, the process, your life, your ability to utilize your energy, it already exists. How do you utilize it? And that's what this second piece, which is meditation, is. Meditation is a place to recognize that no matter the challenges that are going on around us, what is actually going on inside matters more. So let's go ahead and simply start. Okay. I'm going to look at a timer here. I'm going to set it for 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of internal work. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that your breath is filling your foot through with a white energy field. Now, this goes for every human being on the face of the planet. Now, when we breathe, if your type of energy is Shavanic, or you're seeking after that type of energy, you're going to want to breathe through your mouth. If you're seeking after Shakti energy, you're going to want to breathe through your nostrils. So depending on what you're seeking after in this great universe, we're going to utilize that for absorption. Okay? So let's go ahead and try that a little bit. Breathe in. Now, as you notice those inwards breath, continue breathing. Notice that you're focusing on the inwards breath, the inwards journey. All right, very good. So as you can feel, you can truly start to connect with the energy within. So when doing meditation, breath work, what we're truly seeking out is that connection with the universe. We're seeking out that place inside of who we are where we find growth within. So when we are connecting focus with knowledge, motivation with meditation, the ultimate goal is to get to spend a little bit of time within, to go to a internal field trip, to go to a place within who we are, to go to a place within the process within. So let's go ahead and imagine a little moment that little bit of energy is flowing up our hips, and that it hits the back, lower back, the red energy within. Now, red energy represents the ability to stand your ground. You know, this works in all aspects of life. All aspects within, all aspects without are just a reflection. You can allow that to flow up a little bit. Our human organ system is orange. Being a human being allows us to be who we are. You're going to flow a little bit farther. You're going to start heading up towards the yellow energy. Now, the yellow energy field is related to worry. It's related to concerns, challenges that a lot of people, when they're in professions, they come across this type of worry inside if they're good enough. So when we start to recognize that we truly are who we are inside, that who we are inside matters, you start to recognize that your energy is important. Let's go ahead and breathe a little bit in there. We're going to let it flow upwards a little bit to our hearts. Now, the heart has two parts. The lower heart has to deal with understanding. The upper heart has to deal with relation. Through here, the upper part, the lower part. We're going to start at the lower part. Work our way up to the upper part. And allow that to flow, that energy to flow from there to the blue energy field within our throat. The throat energy is where you voice yourself, the strength within your voice, within your being. So when you start to work on this, it starts to help you to overcome that kind of challenge of the ability to voice who you are inside. So that connection within can help you to be who you are truly, who you are on the inside, who you are inside of the purpose of you being. Let's go ahead and bring that up to the depth perception. Depth perception is through press both sides. This purple energy flow. As we raise it, feel your awareness, feel your purpose, feel your place as presence, as present. Your depth perception in all aspects, not just in how far you can see. And let it flow up to the top, to the crown, to the center, above, through. Let it flow down all of your nerves. That same white energy that we started at the bottom with. Grab a little bit of water. So, first couple years of meditation is about your emotion. You know, as we proceed through the process of connecting focus with knowledge, as we allow ourselves to become greater on the inside than what's actually going on around us, as we allow this person to build, we start to recognize that as we elevate ourselves within, we start to liberate who we are on the inside. Finding yourself inside, your knowledge, your focus, your ability to find who you are, it doesn't just help you, it becomes a tool. when you start to feel free inside, the chains that tie us down have the ability to be overcome. What I have seen is that society teaches how to become enslaved instead of free, instead of the beautiful blessings that we are. And so when we connect our focus with our knowledge, focus, first of all, will help you to overcome fears. It will help you to overcome pains. It will teach you from your pains. It will teach you how to overcome them, how to work with them, how to cope with who you are inside, how to utilize that. The utilization of your own energy, which I do energy readings. You can reach out. I do mentoring, I do energy readings, and I do meditation, is finding that connection to where you become centered within yourself. And once you find who you are inside, the universe will find a way to utilize your gifts. It will find a way to utilize your talents. It will find a way to utilize your ability to overcome your challenges. So what does that mean? What are you simply saying, Marcel? That we don't spend time to give ourselves 5 minutes, yet 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. We don't pay ourselves first. We don't spend the time to study ourselves, to study who we are inside, to have the challenges that go on around us, and to be greater than our own challenges. In fact, it's quite the opposite. What's happening is a lot of people are finding that what is going on outside is greater than what's going on inside. When you start to go inwards, you start to see that your path, your journey, your process, your purpose is inside of you. That what happens on the outside becomes a reflection from internal mentality, internal being, internal purpose. So by giving yourself a few minutes to connect with who you are inside, you give yourself the ability to pay yourself first. That's why I always talk about writing these things down, because what you put in front of yourself, you can overcome. You can overcome your challenges. You can find a way to utilize your focus, your knowledge, and your discipline. And you can find a way to be who you are inside. However, what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your ability, is kind of like what is going on here right now. These are simply how it truly is out. See, if we allow the process to be who we are and not allow the things to bother us, but to actually bring us to the experience, then they're no longer bothersome. And so when we become that focused and that peaceful within, it's very easy to find the joy in the challenging subjects. And this place inside of care starts to open up. This place inside of being starts to become. This place inside of who you are to be in your experience, to be in your place, to be in your purpose, gives you the ability to overcome your challenges and to truly be who you are inside. And when that heat inside is greater than the challenges that are going on around you, when you start to focus to that point where you become centered, where those things that are around you no longer have the ability to bother you, when they give you the ability to enjoy the experience, to enjoy the birds, to enjoy all the things that we would ignore if we weren't willing to put ourselves in that kind of a place, then we start to find our gifts. Then we start to find our talents. Then we start to find who we are inside as worth it. What has happened is the same way. What has happened is we've allowed those little things that have no ability, right, to stop you from your true journey, stop you. They have had the ability to disable your mind, to disable your ability, to disable your energy. As that happens, we start to call these things emotion, energy in motion. So when you start to connect with that energy within, you will start to see that you can and are amazing. You got to put your mind in that place where you have that connection, where you have that part inside of who you are. And this is that place. This is that place. When that place becomes disciplined, when those things no longer have the ability to bother you, they no longer have the ability to hold you back, they no longer have the ability to stop you from who you are inside, you will see this is a blessing to be where we are. It's a blessing to go through the things that we go through, and it's a blessing to find that connection between focus and knowledge. And let's go ahead and start talking about how we connect that place inside to a place of discipline. When you center yourself to that place within, when you center yourself to that purpose within, when you center yourself to that journey within, that process, that ability within who you are, when your focus and your knowledge becomes you, when you become centered inside of yourself, you will become an inspiration to others with your gifts, with your talents, with your ability. And a lot of times we allow ourselves to let what somebody else says hold our own gifts back from us. And so instead of being like that, we should look at the positive and negative forces that bring us to that place. Bring us to the place beyond that. And vibrate positivity. Vibrate from a place beyond, from a place within ourselves. Let me go ahead and give you an example. When you're facing challenge, the first thing that we start to look at is the challenge itself. When you've overcome the challenge, a lot of us hold on to that challenge. Why? When we do this to ourselves, we have allow that challenge to not have its place within. We allow that challenge to be greater than we are, right? Because now that challenge is bothering you even after the time that you've completed it. So what if for a minute we could accept the challenge we could accept the process, we could accept the ability to go beyond it, to start to accept and move forward with the energy within. And that place is called discipline. It's the connection between focus and knowledge. It's the place where wisdom built from. It's the place where ability comes from within. It's the place where you start to uplift other people by being yourself, by being who you are inside, by being that person that you simply are, that you're a blessing on the face of the planet. And so when I'm asking this question every day, I'm asking, is what I'm doing today, is it focus? Is it knowledge? And is it discipline? And so when we become that kind of discipline, the reflection outwards becomes one of inspiration. So what we're seeking out within ourselves is universal wealth, universal ability, and universal purpose within our journey. And so every day I ask this question, is what I'm doing today bringing that? So I want to inspire you that you will start to believe in yourself. As I get ready to close here, I'm going to do some vocal meditation with you guys. I'm going to get into some external breath work to get that out of our systems. Being aware inside of yourself, utilizing the energy within, helps to overcome challenge. Sometimes allowing the process to flow through the system, allowing the part inside of who we are to work, allowing the part inside of who we are to be, to allow it to be you, essentially. You know, I'm truly grateful for you all, you know, for all of the challenges that I've had, the people that I have in my life, that what really matters is to be on this journey inside. I mean, you will find people that are along your path. You will find people that are meant to be on yours. You got to let it. Well, I hope you truly enjoyed. As I close, we talk every day about motivation, meditation, and inspiration. May I leave you blessings as always, and namaste.